Trade rumors are escalating. A writer reveals a blockbuster trade that we have to get into in this edition of Ducks Digest. Hey, this is Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the 19% of you, the ones who are watching these videos who have already hit the sub button. But 81% of you, not sure why you haven't subscribed yet to the newest Anaheim Ducks YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and help out a fellow Anaheim Ducks fan. So let's get right into this story. As we know, Mason McTavish, still, we don't know what's going on. But now we have another trade rumor that is now paired with another original 16, right? We had the Montreal Canadiens just a few days ago. And now we got an article yesterday from HockeyNews.com talking about the Detroit Red Wings being a dark horse in the Mason McTavish sweepstakes. And this is obviously bad news if you're a Ducks fan. Another team involved here when it comes to trade rumors for Mason McTavish. And, honestly, I don't want to see McTavish go to the Red Wings. As we know, I know a lot of Red Wings fans have commented on this channel before. I disagree with them. I do think the Ducks and the Red Wings have a rivalry, right? I really do think there is a rivalry between both teams, especially after all the playoff, series that the Ducks and Red Wings had. And come on, 2003, we swept the defending Stanley Cup champions. Ever since then, it's been a rivalry. So I don't want to see Mason McTavish go to Detroit. And this guy, Jake Ty, on HockeyNews.com said, I don't really agree with this statement, but he said the Detroit Red Wings present the most compelling offer for Anaheim restricted free agent Mason McTavish, offering a larger role, a competitive salary, and a spot on a team built to contend. Well, I think the Ducks are built to contend too. I mean, the Ducks have all the pieces to one day be contenders again. So I don't know what Detroit can offer Mason that the Ducks can't, right? I mean, I don't agree with that one bit. I think the Ducks are the perfect situation for Mason McTavish. And, if he gets a long-term offer from the Ducks, I think he's going to take it, right? I really do think he's going to sign with the Ducks if he gets that offer, which is hopefully is coming soon. And we could stop talking about these Mason McTavish trade rumors because it's definitely difficult to see as a Ducks fan. If you're a fan, you care about this team, to see Mason McTavish continually be brought up in these trade rumors with different various teams, right? As we know, McTavish he's probably the hottest commodity right now when it comes to the trade market, right? I mean, everybody around the NHL is talking about Mason McTavish and what the Ducks are going to do, right? And what this article talks about how the Red Wings want to keep, the team's second line with Patrick Kane, Marco Kasper, and Alex DeBrincat together. They want to keep that line. So it looks like that means that the top line left wing is a spot that's open for the taking, with one lucky player getting a chance to play alongside a pair of superstars in Dylan Larkin and Lucas Raymond. So yeah, they make it seem like McTavish would slide right into the first line and become a star for the Red Wings, right? Which is not what you want to see. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the Ducks trade Mason to Detroit. I mean, I just think it would be ridiculous to do that because, the Red Wings are very similar to the Ducks right now, right? They're teams that were once great, 20 years ago. Think about it. 20 years ago, the Ducks and the Red Wings were competing for Stanley Cups. Both of them were. 2007, they played in the Western Conference Final, and the Ducks took care of business. And then the next year, the Red Wings won the Stanley Cup. And the year after that, the Red Wings went to the finals again. So basically, it was 3 straight years the Red Wings were in the conversation for the Stanley Cup. So the Ducks were right up there with them back in those years. And we know the Ducks and the Red Wings had a lot of Hall of Fame players go through their organizations during that time. So now things have really changed, for the Ducks, right? I mean, things are not the same as they once were, and they're on. They're trying to build up another Stanley Cup contender again. That's the plan for the Ducks, and that's obviously the plan as well for the Red Wings. But I don't want the Ducks to facilitate that. You don't want to help here Detroit and send them a player that's going to, potentially be a part of that, right? So I am totally against the Ducks trading, McTavish to the Red Wings, right? Like I said before, trade him to Montreal, don't trade him to the Red Wings. Now, this article kind of talks a little bit more. We're going to get kind of the details on what a blockbuster trade would look like for McTavish, right? Detroit would love to make a big swing and add a big name in the spot with McTavish being a potential answer. He has seen time in both center and left wing. The Red Wings are having an elite pool of draft capital and prospects, would be able to get a deal done according to this article, right? The Ducks are reportedly only interested in adding NHL-ready talent, which, makes sense because the Ducks are no longer a rebuilding team. The Red Wings could likely present them an offer that they could not refuse. Okay, so what is that offer that the Red Wings would present that the Ducks could not refuse? This is where it gets a little bit interesting, right? Some have suggested a potential package for Detroit could feature a first and second round pick, as well as regular NHLers in JT Compher and Jonathan Bergeron to round out the group, right? The Red Wings, in return, could add a third-round pick alongside McTavish, and in the process, free up some spots for prospects to come up and find immediate roles while having the top 6 secured for the future. So, looking at that, I mean, sure, JT Compher, good player, and then, of course, a first and second-round pick, but I'd rather have, I really doubt the Red Wings are going to send us an unprotected first-round pick. Are they actually going to do that? Remember we got the report on the Vancouver Canucks a few weeks back. They would be sending the Ducks an unprotected first-round pick. So, I mean, if the Red Wings really want to make this sort of deal done, I think they're going to have to take a chance and send some unprotected picks because, I mean, I don't know. Protected, the Red Wings probably are not a playoff team yet. I think the Ducks are closer to the playoffs than the Red Wings are. I really think so. And, the Ducks have a better young core. And, I mean, I don't know. I just think if they really want to do this, they'd have to send some unprotected picks. And I just don't know if the Detroit Red Wings really are going to do that. Are they really going to take that chance and send a draft pick like that? And then, I just don't really see the NHL-ready talent that the Montreal Canadiens would have, right? I think Montreal has more players to give. There were some names thrown out there in the comments that I do like. And I just think, I mean, if the Ducks are going to trade him, send him to Montreal. Don't send him to Detroit. I think that Detroit doesn't have as much to give as other options, right? I think there's better options out there for the Ducks when it comes to making this deal. I really think there's better options out there. And they have to, of course, explore everything. I mean, they have to be very careful where they send McTavish if they're going to trade him and really get the best offer for him. That's got to be the name of the game. Get the best offer for McTavish. As always, make sure to subscribe, and let's go Ducks. Woo!